This is me, it's Queen Haru, and welcome to another exciting edition of Ask an Aquarius. So if you haven't already, please hit that red subscribe button and smack the bell. And if you know anybody who could benefit from what I have to say, please pass my videos on to them. Now, someone asked me a question in the comment section. She said, why do Aquarius have a hard time letting go of grudges? Now, I want to first say that Aquarius will let go of grudges. The thing about it is this: when an Aquarius is angry with you, when you've done something to an Aquarius, it takes us a bit of time to get past the anger. Remember, I said Aquarius is easily irritated, and a lot of us have bad tempers. Not all of us, but a lot of us. Because I've talked to Aquarius who told me that they feel like they have no temper at all. But most of the Aquarius I know have really bad tempers. Only when pushed, though. Gotta really, really push us. We're not the kind of sign that just snaps for no reason, generally. So, if an Aquarius is angry with you, it's not to say they won't forgive you. Aquarius will forgive. The problem is that you have to wait until we're not mad anymore. And an Aquarius will be angry for quite some time. Because what happens is that Aquarius are always overthinking things. So whatever happened is going through our mind a lot. We're analyzing it. We're thinking about it. We're seeing it from every angle. We're wondering about it. We're wondering, do we respond right? From every different angle. So we're continuing to think about it long, in my opinion, longer than we need to most of the time. So once an Aquarius gets over it, we're not mad about it anymore. That's when we let go of the grudge. But that could take a year. A lot of cases, it takes about a year, 18 months, 24 months. It takes a while with us for us to be able to get past that energy. And then other times, you have to understand we're not holding the grudge. There are people who I don't mess with. I just leave them alone. But I'm not mad at them. I'm not holding a grudge against them. I'm not angry with them anymore. If I saw them drowning, I'd actually help them. If they were on fire, I'd put them out. I would help them. But I'm not rolling with them no more because they've shown me through our interactions that I can't trust them. It's not that I'm holding a grudge against them. So, they might come across me and they might be like, oh, she's still mad about blah, blah, blah. Actually, I'm not mad about it. I'm just not fucking with you because what you did showed me not to mess with you no more. Maya Angelou said it. And I said this in an earlier video today. I live by this because she is very right. She said, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them the first time. I don't get into a situation with somebody and they screw me over. Now they want to apologize and want me to deal with them again. I believed you the first time, boo-boo. I'm not mad at you. I'm going to make sure I release that energy. And 9 times out of 10, it wasn't even something to hold on to anyway. But I'm not rolling with you no more. Because if you did that, you'll do something else and something else and something else and something else. If what you did was bad enough, if it shows me a warning sign, a red flag, I'm not rolling with you anymore. Give you a perfect example. Somebody comes into your house and steals something. Something small, You find out it was them. Y'all have a confrontation. They say that they're sorry. They give it back. I'm not going to be angry with them anymore. But guess who not coming in my house no more? Guess who I'm not rolling with no more because you got sticky fingers. I'm not angry with you. And people have a tendency to think that because Aquarius don't fuck with them no more, that Aquarius are mad at them. And that's not the case. Aquarius has just figured out who you are. And we see that if we keep rolling with you, we're going to end up in trouble. We're going to end up beating the shit out of you. We're going to end up in a bad situation with you. Or we're going to end up someplace and you stole something from somebody and we're embarrassed. Something bad is going to happen. And we feel like we're going to offset that by just not doing that again. You've shown me you're a thief. You've shown me you're treacherous. Now, that's not to say the person can't repent. That's not to say the person's always going to be a thief. That person might never steal again. But from that situation, I know I can't trust you. And once an Aquarius knows we can't trust you with our feelings, with our money, with our time, with our emotions around people that we care about, once we can't trust you, you can't come to the cookout no more. That's it. And don't think that we're mad at you or holding a grudge against you. We're just not rolling with you anymore. That's all. That's all it is. And like I said, in those cases that I've been through, I could think of somebody right now who I had a very ugly interaction with, and she tried to play me strong when it was over. She tried to play me strong, you know. After the whole situation was said, done, over with, she was getting nasty. Scorpio, y'all know it was Scorpio. She was getting nasty with me, sending me nasty emails and little messages, and accusing me of lying to her and doing this to her. You was never my friend. She spazzed out on me, y'all, and I was like. Then a couple months later, she's like, "Well, I'm really sorry. I was just going through something. I hope we can still be friends." You done lost your mind. I'm not mad at you. I'm cool. It's okay. But based on what you did, you prone to doing that kind of stuff again. And you made it through that time without me without me going off. You made it through. I held the dragon back, okay? I'm not holding the dragon back from you again. That's it. You don't get in that chance again. We're not going down that road again. You had a shot at friendship. You blew it. Move on. You know? So my thing is that regardless of the person's sign, I don't care what their sign is. You know, I've had Libras betray me. People of any zodiac sign can betray you. You know, they can act out, they can act wild, they can do things to you. Anybody can do that. Anybody. But I'm not going to continue having friendships and relationships with people. Now, somebody once told me I expect people to be perfect. I don't expect them to be perfect, but I'm not putting up with their abuse. I don't care what, I'll be by myself. I will be by myself before I will put up with a person verbally abusing me, mentally, emotionally, whatever the case is, cussing me out, yelling at me because they had a bad day. I'm not doing none of that. So the Aquarius is not holding a grudge. They're just not trying to do that. An Aquarius that's holding a grudge is an Aquarius that is still angry. And generally, we're not angry very long. Most of the time, I don't even remember. One of the things about me is I don't remember what happened. After I get far enough away, like sometimes I would see Voldemort and he would want to argue about something that happened 10 years before. I don't remember the details. I can't argue with this right now. I don't want to, number one. And number two, I don't even remember the details. But you said, and you did, and you this. And I'm like, I did? I don't even remember why I did. So I remember the situation. I remember where we were at. I remember the conversation. I remember all of that. But I don't remember why I said that. I don't know what the hell I was talking about. I don't remember. I don't remember the context. So if you wait long enough, most Aquarius, because we're busy, we're busy and constantly thinking about stuff. Most of us, if you wait long enough and it wasn't that bad, we will have forgiven it and we will have moved on. It just depends on the situation. If it was really bad and you gave us a reason not to trust you, we will probably have forgiven you, but we will not want to deal with you. Somebody holding a grudge against you and somebody not wanting to deal with you are two different things. Okay? A grudge is when they're still angry, they're still pissed off at you. Whenever you come up, they like, I can't stand her. That's a grudge. But when you feel like, okay, I forgive this person and I release them with love, but I don't want them in my life because their energy is dangerous. That's not a grudge. That's called intelligent. That's called being smart. That's called thinking of something through. Critical thinking is what that is. And realizing that this person is a liability in your life. This person is a betrayer. And anytime they get mad at you, this is probably what they're going to do. I guarantee you, if I started being friends with that crazy Scorpio again, every time she got mad at me, she would do the same thing. We would go through the same process. I guarantee it. I don't even have to wonder. So for me, it's not even a question. The younger me, the old me, the 20-something-year-old me might have been like, well, let me give her another chance. The 41-year-old me already knows how that's going to go down. So I'm not going to put myself through that. I'm not going to put myself through unnecessary drama that's not even benefiting me. You see? So if an Aquarius is not talking to you 9 times out of 10, it may not be because they're angry. They may have just decided that you're an emotional liability. You're somebody that brings out a nasty side of them. And we don't like getting angry. We don't like that nasty side of us coming out. Those of us that are positive and we're trying to live a happy life, we try to stay away from those negative emotions. We try to stay away from anger and hurt and violence and wanting to fuck you up. Okay, we try to stay away from that. We don't want to be in that energy. So if you bring that out of us and we don't want to be around you, that's not our fault. That's yours. So think about the way you treat people before you lose somebody else. Because the Aquarius is the one that may have walked away from you. But I guarantee you've done that to other people. Guarantee it. And if that's the case, and for those of you who've had this problem, you have to look at what you're doing. See, a lot of times people, like in the case of the Scorpio, they look at you. Well, I don't like how she reacted. She stopped talking to me. She could have forgave me. One woman said to one of my friends, she says, tell Queen there's a such thing as forgiveness. And I was like, yeah, and tell her there's a such thing of not wanting to be bothered. I forgive you, but I don't want to be bothered with you anymore. You see? So, a lot of times that happens with Aquarius. A lot of times I've seen that be the case. And if somebody doesn't want to be bothered with you because of something that you did, you have to look at how you're treating people. What made them do that? You want the person to forgive you and you're mad that they didn't forgive you, but what happened that they need to forgive you? What did you do to them? That's where you need to be looking at. And people don't look at themselves. People look at the other person. Oh, I don't like that person's reaction. But what did you do that caused that reaction? That's the thing you need to stop doing. If you have to ask anybody, ask an Aquarius. Drop me a message, shoot me an email. See you later.